Hello, hello, my darlings. So we have perfect timing. This is real life, remember? Happy holidays and happy Witch Weekly. Thank you so much for tuning in for another magically marvelous episode. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, sharing it with friends and loved ones in whatever safe capacity that was available to you. I hope you laughed. I hope you ate gorgeous food and cookies. I mean, it's not the holidays in my family without Christmas cookies, and we had an overabundance. I'm not really sure who we were baking for, but we had a lot. Needless to say, I've got lots of leftovers. And I hope you reveled in gratitude for all that you have. I know that I am, and I did, and I will continue to. And I want to hear all about it. So feel free to share any and all of it in the comments below this video, wherever and whenever you are watching it. And I want to know how you celebrated and what you're grateful for and what you did and what kind of cookies you ate and what kind of tarot decks and crystals you got from whoever you believe brings you Christmas presents or holiday presents, whatever you celebrate. So, let's get right to it. I have a lot packed into tonight's episode, and I want to get it all in a timely manner. I'm going to take a beer break on that one. Time. So when I was writing this episode, as those of you know who have been following me for a while, I have notes, so I glance at them, so I keep myself on task, because I am a Pisces rising, and I tend to fly off into the ethers. Time is a rather, fascinating concept and experience, isn't it? The Oxford Dictionary describes time as the indefinite, continued progress of existence and events that occur in an apparently irreversible succession from the past through the present and into the future. I'll let that one simmer for a moment. We are constantly stressing over it, not getting things done on time. I have to make time for this. I have to make time for that. I won't be there on time. I don't have time for this or that. We are constantly measuring it and measuring things up against it. This week with New Year's Eve approaching and the start to 2021, who's excited? I'm asking you, I'm urging you, my friends, my darlings, my lovelies, to take time for yourself, to nurture yourself, to support yourself, to honor yourself, to love yourself now and going forward. If you do that already, fucking fabulous. Hats off to you. Keep at it. And if you're thinking in the back of your mind that you don't, or you don't feel you do it enough, then make time for it. And this leads me into this week's Astro Alchemy, which is focused on this week's lunation, our last lunation of 2020. It's the full moon in Cancer, which is occurring this Tuesday, the 29th, and it's around 10:30 p.m., 10:28 exact, Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, I haven't looked at the weather yet. It'll be clear and crisp, and you can go out and you can gaze up at all of her brilliance. Eyelash. I have to share this little tidbit. So Ryan and I still don't have curtains in our apartment. And I've never been so glad that we don't, because this current waxing moon phase, I've been able to gaze up at the moon while sitting on my couch, and then from my bed when I'm going to sleep at night. And I just lay there and I speak, my wishes and my hopes and my dreams at her as I fall asleep. And it's really fucking lovely. And I get very excited, like a little kid, every time I see her peeking in through the windows anywhere. And it's really cool. So I had to share that. So let's chat about this full moon. It's taking place in the sign of Cancer, and the sun is, of course, in the sign of Capricorn. Hence my devil tank top, which is the tarot card associated with the sign of Capricorn, which we are also in Capricorn season, and yours truly might have her sun sign in Capricorn. So for a full moon to occur, the sun and the moon are in opposite signs on the zodiac wheel at the exact same degree. And this is occurring at 8 degrees of Cancer and Capricorn, which are also the polarities, the solstice polarities, right? So Cancer is the beginning of summer. Capricorn is the beginning of winter. Here in the northern hemisphere, we're beginning our winter phase, and other in the southern hemisphere, they are celebrating their summers and their summer. And I want you to think back to the opposite season in your life, wherever you are, and what seeds did you plant, or what dreams did you write down, or what wishes did you have for the second half of the year? Because we were in the summer here, anywhere you were this year, we were halfway through. I had to laugh before I said that. I watched a lot of the Great British Baking Show, and they were always like, "Bake us, you are halfway through." So as soon as I was saying halfway through the year, I had to think of that. Ryan and I keep saying it a lot, so I'm giggling to myself. So we are halfway through. I love it so much. I got a Paul Hollywood baking book for Christmas, and I'm really psyched because I adore him. Anyway, Pisces, stay on task. Read your damn notes, right? So think back to my selenite clinking all over, where you were and what you were doing, where you were at. What just go back to 6 months ago and sort of reflect on that going into the new year. And Mercury is involved in this lunation. He's cozying up quite close to the sun. Mercury, the winged messenger, is, he governs all the communication and relationships and friendships. And the sun and Mercury are never more than a sign or two apart. I'm not sure if any of you know that. But you will never see Mercury opposite the sun. It just doesn't happen because of their close orbits. So sort of like someone who may move out of their hometown, but they only go a town or two away and always have a reason to come back home. It's kind of like Mercury and the sun. And he's impacting this lunation just a wee bit, possibly bringing up some emotionally connected conversations. And these conversations may not all be of the verbal variety. They may very well be internal conversations you're having with yourself. Your intuition could be set ablaze this week, so pay close attention to how you feel, what you feel, and when you feel it. With the moon in her domicile, which is her home sign of Cancer, she is very comfortable this week and very expressive. And so take a bath. Do the nurturing things for yourself. Things that are very divinely connected and supported and soothing and nurturing. Like I was saying before, make time for yourself. This has been a really hard year for everyone. And everyone can always use just a little bit more self-care. So that's what I feel the overarching theme and energy of this full moon is this week. And I want to pull a card to illuminate some healing guidance for us to carry with us this week and to the end of 2020. But before I do, I'm going to do a quick little plug to remind everyone that I have some new offerings up on my website, laurenannalchemy.com. So go over, check them out. I'm opening my books for 2021 to schedule sessions. All of my sessions are done virtually. So wherever you are in the world, we can get together. And there's also a gift card option on my site. So if you're looking to purchase something for someone else and you're not quite sure what service they would love or would be best suited for, that is a perfect option. Because why not give someone you love a New Year's gift? Doesn't have to be just Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or their birthday. Happy New Year. I love you. Here's a tarot reading. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, got some bright eyes on in the background. I was doing this whole intro for the Astro Alchemy section, and I just started thinking about time. And so I said, oh, there's a lot of, I'm going to shuffle my cards for this tarot pull before time gets away from us. There's a lot of time and calendar and scale references and measurements in the Fingers and Mirrors album that Bright Eyes put out. So I said, that's going to be our background music right now.